Mystic here. Riding out on this Sunday, this beautiful Sunday in Atlanta. Enjoying myself. Yeah, so anywho, how y'all? Good. Yes, see, okay, so I have not done a YouTube video in a minute. But I have been doing a few Facebook Live videos. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, follow me over on Facebook at Sabria Morris, S-A-B as in boy, R-I-Y-A, Morris, M-O-R-R-I-S. Right now, that's what it is, and where most of my content on Facebook is posted under. That is likely changing soon, and when it will, I will share that information with you. And we'll see. Anywho, I just wanted to come in and say hi. I'm noticing I'm getting subscribers, and I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who had already subscribed, and to the new subscribers, and welcome. And I need to do better with putting content out, so for now I'm gonna route you to Facebook, but just thought I'd just do a video today while I enjoy this beautiful Sunday. So yeah, what's up? What y'all doing? I see the difference in the videos and lives, and why I'm to the point where I think I like lives better, because the energy you get from the people who pop in and engage with you, it's magnetic, man. Yeah, I love it, and it actually just causes the conversation to develop organically, and it could go wherever, and I just love that. So, and you sort of find your tribe that way, people who you resonate with and resonate with you, and it's just a beautiful unfolding. Yeah, everything is just life is beautiful, in all its pain, sacrifice, and whatever life has looked like for all of us, individually and collectively. Because we can't do anything individually that does not affect the collective. You always have to keep that in mind. You cannot do anything individually that does not affect the collective. That was worth me repeating. So, yeah. Anywho, I am on my way to get me some more candles. I need to go get some groceries. I'm gonna put on a pot of greens. Hadn't had any in a minute, and I feel like I need to cook a nourishing meal. So I'm gonna do some greens, and I don't know what else quite yet, but something. Anywho, yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and spend the afternoon with my family later. But right now I'm using this time to work, because what else am I going to do? I enjoy this. So, and work means coming and doing a video to say, hey, how y'all doing? Checking in with y'all, Work is coming and uplifting someone and sharing a word or two that could shift their thoughts in their day. And that just brings a huge smile to my face, to my heart, to my life. And so, yeah, work is good. Work is great. And I enjoy it immensely. And I am so grateful to have found myself here, where I am actually able to help other people, and I'm in a space where I'm confident as hell doing it. Shit, you know what I'm saying? As I'm learning, as I'm growing, because learning and growth never ends. Once you hit one level, then there's a whole nother set of stuff to learn for that level. Everything has languages, you know what I'm saying? We learn different languages all the time. It's not just foreign languages, like I had to learn computer language. I had to learn HTML and, you know, the difference between analog and digital and just whatever. So yeah, whatever industry you decide to go in, that's a different language that you're learning. I'm learning the stock market now. That's a whole nother language I'm learning, and one that is taking longer than I would like it to, but it requires. It's not optional. It requires you to sit your ass down and study and listen and understand. Think or Swim is an amazing platform because it has this paper account where you can go and actually trade, and it's in sync with the market, and so it's just as if you were trading on the market, and you would see the results, and you know, you have this paper money that you as a basis to start off trading. So you have money to start, you have money to make money from, you know, you also have money to lose. So you can try out your strategies and your knowledge that you've learned, right? So I just hadn't had time to do any of that. I have not, and because I have a list of things that are on my to-do list, and they are organized and prioritized in the matter of which I have a couple of different priorities that I use, but one being the one that's closest to reaching and completing and seeing results from, and the second being to the one that's most satisfying and most, you know, desirable for me, and you know, the life that I'm calling. So yeah, it's definitely on the list, but it's not the top 3, 4, you know. So, but I still do a little bit, you know, a little bit at least weekly, just to say, not forget what I have been taught and learned. So yeah, that's just, you know, stops. But anyway, oh my gosh, it's 7 minutes already and I'm just rambling. But I wish you guys could talk back. So maybe I have to start, I should have done a live. I don't know, I guess. But no, I wanted to talk to my YouTube audience and just say hi. How are you guys checking in? Say thank you to the new subscribers. I wanted to just give out a little hey, howdy doody, and say go check me out on Facebook if you'd like to hear more content. Right now I'm in a leadership group that is on the Facebook platform, and it has pushed me out of my comfort zone. It has pushed me, it's made me step up. You gonna step up or what? You know? So it's made me step up into who I know I've always been, and who I've never let, be pushed down for long. I have let get intimidated. I've let her be intimidated. I've let her be suppressed, but never for long. Never for long. This spirit too strong up in here, like hell no. But anyway, this group has helped me to just bring her on out, and not just this group, my foundation that I have laid, because I have a spirit that will not be quenched, a desire that will not be quenched since I can remember, to become the greatest me, to be the greatest me as I continue becoming the greatest me, right? So that's always been there. And then I have listened and taken heed to what I've felt, even though it may not have seen or looked sane, even in some cases and situations. but I had felt no fear. I felt drawn, and I followed that. And the path is continuing to unfold, be it from resources to people to different goals, how they have changed and grow and swerve, and they do a lot of things. So I'm just encouraged by what I'm seeing, and to keep it all the way real, just to keep it all the way real, so everyone can relate. It is not peaches and cream all the time, It is not roses, because a lot of it comes with sacrifices and hard work and risk, calculated risk, but risk nonetheless. But you have to count up the cost, and you have to do what is best for you and what it looks like for you, what it feels like for you. That's why it's so important that you do not follow what it looks like for anybody else. We have different people that we tap into, that are presented to us. I truly believe that when the student is ready, the teacher presents themselves, or we find each other, however that happens. I truly am a firm believer in that. That has happened in my life over and over again, from the mundane world to the spiritual world. And I believe that you take what resonates, what ignites something within you from each of these different people, situations, places, times, thoughts, ideas, entities, beings, whatever. You take what taps you. You take what what has woken you up, what has spoken to you. What does not, and what gives you pause, you leave that. And that's with anything, with anybody, and any time. Okay? You take that good, and you continue to let that mold you as we go through what is really alchemy. That's what we're going through. Personal alchemy, the transformation of personal transformation. And I'm not going to get into all the phases, calcination, dissolution, and all of that, because I am still learning and going through some myself. A good book to get if anyone is interested in alchemy and what is alchemy, what is personal alchemy, turning lead into gold. That's what alchemy is. But personal alchemy is the same thing, but spiritually. The Complete Idiot's Guide of Alchemy is what was suggested to me. What I've read is easy to follow, because I like anything in that book. I don't know, how do you say it? By that it's not author, but series, The Complete Idiot's Guide. I have another one, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Akashic Records, and that is a really good book as well, and breakdown of information where it was, I could understand it a little. I can understand it and then build upon with the advanced teachings that I've gotten. But that one, the Akashic Records, just tells you about the collective conscious and how we all, contribute to the collective conscious by our actions, our thoughts, our words, actually contribute and shift the collective conscious. And the future isn't written. There are many different possibilities. Again, that is individually or collectively. The future isn't written. It is more likely based on, you know, that one outcome is more likely based off of the decisions you've been making and will continue to make. So you can tap into it to see which outcome is most likely, but you cannot read the future. I've had an Akashic record reading done for me. And if you're interested in having something like that done, I would recommend you to M. But yeah, that's really interesting stuff. And that's a really good book to start learning about that, the Complete Idiot's Guide of the Akashic Record. And if you wanted to start learning about alchemy, the Complete Idiot's Guide of Alchemy. And and a lot of times what I've realized and recognized from my own life is, a few years ago I had started the process of alchemy but did not know it. I didn't have a name for it, but when you look at the descriptions of what you're going through, it's pretty much it. You know, you feel alone, or you want to be alone. And everything that you knew to be right is just not right anymore. And it just feels like it all comes crumbling down. And as you become aware of that, you usually become aware of that before those around you. And because your understanding, your internal eyesight, your third eye is opening, you're able to see more of this realm. And so what you're seeing will not be what other people are seeing, and they may not understand and vibe. You're not going to be at the same level vibrationally. And so that's an adjustment for everyone. And when you don't understand what's happening, it's confusing. And so, you know, so how do you deal with that? You know? So, you know, it's just like, whoa, what is going on? You know what I mean? Like, you feel that inside, and then you start to see that outside, and you feel that because, again, vibrationally, you just aren't there where you used to be. The same things that you used to do, you don't do anymore. You don't desire in the same manner anymore. I mean, it's just all kind of things that change. Your whole person changes. That is what personal alchemy is. Like your makeup, you change. Like you just go read it. But it's a process, and it could last for a while, or it could go quickly. You know, when you're aware of what you're doing, you can impact the time that frame it takes to complete it. But you also can you can do that unknowingly as well, depending on what started you on that in the first place, and how intense you are in, you know, your thoughts and making that change. So yeah, but that'll help some people understand what you're going through and what you're feeling. If you're feeling confused, if you're feeling unsettled, if you're feeling just like, I just don't understand what's going on. I just know something's happening. And what I used to believe, I don't believe so deeply anymore. And what I used to think, I don't think so. I'm not so sure about anymore. And you know, the things that I used to do to calm me, they don't work so much anymore. And I realized that something is changing. I realized that there's a change going on, but I don't really know where to start. I don't know where to look to begin to understand. And I need somebody to guide me. I need something. You know, and I understand that, and I've been there before. And what I learned in that state was that I was that somebody, and you are that somebody for yourself. And you know that because I knew that because I started hearing from myself. And when I admitted it, I always heard from myself. I just didn't always heed myself. And when I start heeding myself and what I heard within that little small voice, that's what I'm talking about, heeding. Or that feeling in your gut when you're doing something and it's telling you that may not be the right decision, and you feel it in your gut but you ignore it. I mean, our body tells you. Your body communicates with you, but we disregard that. But that is our first signal. That's our spiritual. That's our higher self communicating with us. It's saying, yeah, do that. No, don't do that. Sit with that a little bit longer, or go. When you feel that heat, when you feel that passion to go, when you feel that desire to go, and you feel like, I don't understand all of this. This may not make sense, but I want to do it. Do it. Weigh the cost. Look at it. Make sure that, look whoever you're dealing with up if you're dealing with somebody else. If you're not dealing with somebody else, I mean, that really makes it safer, but sometimes a little scarier because it's just you, and you have to learn how to depend on just you. Learn how to just, and when I say just you, I mean you and your team, your spiritual team. Because sometimes, our earthly 3D team, again, we are starting to see from a wider lens, a wider perspective. More and more is being, my hand is moving, more and more is being revealed to us. This peripheral, it's like, just imagine a peripheral vision just expanding and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, wider and wider and wider. Where normal people, are here. But yours is getting here and growing and growing and growing. So everyone's not going to understand, right? And what is being uncovered for some people is different from other people. This is an individual walk. Again, although we affect the collective with each decision and action and thought we make and do, but this is individual. But anyway, yeah. I forgot where I was going. I guess it didn't need to be said. And I maybe said enough shit. I don't know. I'm at my location. Clearly, I picked up my phone. But I don't know. I just felt moved to pop in here and say, hey, I just wanted to encourage people. I don't want anyone out there wondering if what am I feeling? Why is this happening? What's going on? I want people to know there is help. This is normal. You're not crazy. You're not alone either. And there is support for you. And one thing I also realize is that, don't be so hard on your loved ones, because they are most likely helping and loving you and giving you all the support that they know how to give. So be thankful for that. Be grateful for that. Love them for that. That's very special. But you can only depend on yourself to get what you need right now in this transitional period where you're going from depending on your reasoning for every decision you make. God, it's so big. Where you're going from your reasoning on every decision you're making to relying on your intuition, your hunches. That's a big move. especially for someone who's, you know, calculated, planned, and, you know, organized and not very spontaneous. You know, I mean, it's a total change in life when you go from the mundane world to the you know, and you start understanding metaphysics and the occult, the hidden, the spiritual side of, you know, life, where all the goodness is, where all the secrets are, where all the knowledge is, where we really learn who we are and how to operate in who we are. It is so worth it, guys. It is so worth it. It is so worth it just to read just one book. What book would I recommend? I don't know, because my mind always on money and on having what I need so I don't need and don't want. So my mind is mostly always on money and on spiritual stuff. But I think I would recommend reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Read that book first. That is certainly a metaphysical book. And plus it deals with money, which we all need money. Well, we all have money. We're all abundant in money. That is our birthright. But a lot of us don't know it. And a lot of us are learning it and walking into it. Like I just said, we all need money. I'm scratching that and say we all have money. We all are abundant now. And I you know, again, I said I encourage y'all to do that. And I'm going to keep doing it and repeating and correcting myself until I don't have to do it anymore. Another book that is really good, that is a metaphysical book that also talks about money, is The Science of Getting Rich. I'm actually reading this now as part of our business leadership group. This is one book that was assigned for us to read. And, you know, it just talks about money and how, you know, how it's your right to be rich. That is the objective, and the inalienable right to all is the development of attaining man's right to life. No, wait a minute. The object of all life is development, and everything that lives has an inalienable right to all the development it is capable of attaining. Man's right to life means his right to have the free and unrestricted use of all the things which may be necessary for his fullest mental, spiritual, and physical unfoldment, or in other words, his right to riches. You know, this is a good little book right here. The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. See how thin it is? I've read it a number of times. But every time I read it, I get something different. Just like Think and Grow Rich. I've read that twice. But every time I read it, I get something different. Just like when you read the Bible, because you're at a different place in your life or different situations in your life, and so you get something different out of it. But anywho, I'm gonna go because I got a lot of stuff to do, and this is so not planned. 3 books that I recommended were The Complete Idiot's Guide of Alchemy, which will help you understand and, you know, start to understand maybe some of the different, what you're feeling inside if you're going through a lot of changes that are unexplainable, that you did not even initiate initially. Intentionally. Get that book, The Complete Idiot's Guide of Alchemy. And then another book was The Complete Idiot's Guide of the Akashic Records, and it speaks about the collective conscious and how you can tap into it, and how we all influence and impact it individually for ourselves, like what our future will look like based off of our decisions and thoughts now, they are impacted and impacts our our future, and that is written in a collective conscious, and it also impacts the trajectory of the collective conscious. And then I also recommended Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill and The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles. So anywho, that's been 30 minutes and I wasn't even planning, but hi, new subscribers. And if I do, no, anyway, that's it. Y'all have a wonderful day and I will talk to you later. This is Tamari, the Corporate Mystic, and I'll see you later. Yeah, bye.